Hello and welcome to episode 70 of the Championship Rounds podcast. There's a lot to get through this week, so we'll jump straight in. Please like, subscribe, all that stuff. But yeah, we'll jump straight in to the action this weekend. We'll start in New York, the only world title fight this week. Xander Zayas comprehensively outboxes Jorge Garcia Perez in a really good performance. I thought he boxed really well. One clear decision. Left hook was working really nicely, and yeah, he's now the WBO super welterweight champion. So yeah, good performance. I thought.
I thought so too. Because this was meant to be like a tough. It could have been a banana skin. I know most people were picking Zayas, but people were giving Garcia a lot of chance. And he had his moments, but outside of that, it was pretty dominant from Zayas. And it wasn't even like he just outboxed, just a slugger coming forward. He actually let his hands go in combinations, which was good to see.
It seemed to contain his stamina way better than the other fights he had. He usually falls off a cliff in the middle. But yeah, he maintained the same punch output throughout the whole fight until maybe the last 2 rounds. At that point, he had won almost every single round. So what did he do?
Yeah, because it wasn't like he was just beating up on some guy who wasn't really trying anymore. He was still coming forward, was still throwing, was still trying. So I guess that is good for his stamina. And yeah, then he died for his stamina.
I maybe criticize or have criticized Zayas too much, kind of forgetting that he's 22 years old.
Yeah,
He's by a good amount the youngest champion though.
Yeah, a couple years, I think. Norman was the second youngest.
Yeah, it's Norman or Rosa, one of them too. But he's significantly the youngest, and I think they brought him they brought him to a title at a good pace. They didn't do it too fast or wait till he's drained and can't make weight or something like that.
Oh no, he's definitely drained.
No,
I
he's
think
huge, but I'm just
I
he's
think
not
he's
you can't see you can't see a huge effect in the ring from it.
I think the only reason he's still at 160 is because he was going to get a title shot. If he wasn't getting a title shot, in the next 6 months to a year, he'd be gone. Well, he's going to be gone. Top rank brought him up the top rank way, basically. It seems to work, so fair enough. It's a good system for them and it works. It's just annoying the way they do it, pretty much.
Yeah, you can just see it a mile off, can't you? He has maybe one defense against someone like a Katsarakis or someone at that level, maybe a Eastwood Lima, someone like that, and then he moves up. Maybe has one fight, and then either fights Troy Isley or Denzel Bentley for the vacant WBO after Janabek moves up, and that's what's going to happen, and we all know it's going to happen because it's top rank, and that's all they do. and yeah, he did look a bit drained at the weigh-in, and he is struggling, and I agree that's the only reason he was still there, that he could grab a title. But yeah, he's a good fighter, man. He's one of these guys that's I don't think he's really exceptional in any department, but he's very, very good in every department. So it makes him really tough to beat. He's a really solid fighter. Literally every attribute, he's really, really solid. I think anyway. He's a good fighter, man. Really solid. I like watching him.
You would assume that he's only going to get better because Garcia's not the best fighter, but he had 12 rounds to work on a lot of stuff that he was doing well. His jab looked good. He was boxing quite well, and his punch variation was good. I mean, like maybe a less tough fighter might get stopped, but I mean, Garcia's tough. He's Mexican.
Yeah. Yeah, I really hope he has like a good title defense, and then moves up to a division. He'll definitely look probably way better than he is in. But
Well,
not much.
he's not going to have a good title defense. He might not even have a title defense, but if he does, it's not going to be against a good fighter. That's not what Top Rank do.
I mean, like a good showing. That he's not going to be a good fighter.
I mean, he'll look good because he is good, but unfortunately, they don't match up their prospects that they win titles for, and at least like their first title in their first division, they don't really match up against the good fighters. Well, they might do that in their second or third division, but the first one is usually just against someone that they'll definitely beat, or not like guaranteed win, but a pretty guaranteed win. Yeah, and it works. Yeah, fair enough.
I've just looked at the WBO rankings, and obviously Zayas and Garcia were 1 and 2, and number 3 is Josh Kelly.
Okay, so I lied. It's going to be a guaranteed win.
Number 4 is Boots. That's never happening. 5's Lubin. He's gone the IBF route. Boachuk. That'd be a good fight. And especially after the Michael Fox fight. Maybe Boachuk's a bit drained, missed weight for that fight. I don't know. If you can maybe get I don't think they do it, but if you could get a Boachuk, and I think Zayas can beat Boachuk, that'd be a good win.
I don't see that fight. Not a chance in hell of that fight being made. Bojack would definitely take it. I think Zayas would take it. Don't think Toram would take it.
I agree. I don't think it gets made, but I think that's a winnable fight either way.
If
And
he
you've got
does,
Jesus Ramos.
yeah, if he does stay at 154, I think he's going to fight Kelly. I'm pretty sure Kelly called him out afterwards. Think I saw that.
Yeah. Jesus Ramos is in there. Keith Thurman, Madrimov, Charles Conwell. Well, this one I've never heard of him. There's an Argentinian called Adrian Marcelo Sasso. That's a very top-ranked defense, isn't it? Jesus. Callum Walsh, no. Milan Pratt, no. Like, it's just he's gonna get some of the classic top-ranked WBO ranked number 14 defenses, isn't he? Like, and then move up, which is unfortunate, but it's what it is.
Yeah. That's a shame, really, because that's a shame that he's just so big. Pause. Because 154 is so good, and there's so many good fights to make, and he's going up to middleweight, which is absolutely pathetic. A pathetic division. Like, it's like you got like, I don't know, a ribeye waiting for you. Like, yeah, I can't have this. Let me go get some bloody dirt off the ground. I'll eat that instead.
Yeah, it's not ideal. But you've got like it's just so top ranked, man. And they're going to do it with someone at featherweight as well, who we'll move on to now. Yeah, he's not as good as people said he was, is he, Mr. Carrington?
Like, I mean, he is like really good. Like, skill wise, he's really good. But when you just watch him, it's just something is missing.
And he looks.
I don't think.
I feel like I feel like I can't give like a real thing
Yeah,
on
you
him.
can't. You're just.
He's just not
You're a hater.
good to me. I just like he is fundamentally good, but then it just doesn't. It doesn't look good. Like I don't know how to explain.
it's like I don't know, like the way people have rated him, like they've made such high expectations, and then like he dominated this fight and won like every round, most rounds. Didn't really have any trouble at all, and like we're criticizing his performance, but when you're meant to be the next coming of Jesus, then you know if you don't look crazy against someone that most people didn't even know, then I mean you deserve the criticism.
You definitely deserve it because one, yeah, it's an unknown opponent. Two, you should probably be like, yes, you won every round, but you didn't win it like emphatically. You didn't beat on him. You didn't. No one is gonna like write home about that performance. It was just like it was. Oh, it was good. It was all right. Like you won every round. But was there anything memorable from that fight? No.
Well, the only thing I remember is him showboating numerous times, and me absolutely hating it.
It's just I don't get it.
But
I just don't see it. I don't know.
like, I mean, he landed loads of punches on him. I mean, like theoretically, if you land that many punches, you're beating him up. But like his face or just anything about it didn't show a beaten up fighter, just a soundly beaten fighter. And
It's because he was boxing like an amateur. He's pulling away with his punches, and he wasn't sitting down on them. He wasn't punching through the target. He wasn't turning his hips over, turning his
yeah,
shoulders over.
I no, I said exactly that. I was like, is he turning his, is he putting his body into these punches? Like some of them maybe. I guess he was trying to like mix up the power and the speed, but I don't know. It just didn't really look like full power was going into these punches. I mean, like, he's not a massive puncher, is he? Like he knocks these people out, but like his speed and his punch placement, and like that's perfectly fine. You don't need to be a massive puncher to be great, but for a lot of people, I mean, they like knockouts, and they'll criticize you if you don't get a knockout, especially against some random guy, even if this random guy does have a great chin or happens to have a great chin. The criticism will come.
I don't need you to knock anybody out. I just need you to try, like do more, mix it up,
I
be different.
he didn't throw loads of punches. I felt. I mean, he looked like he had quite a bit of spells in the fight where he wasn't really doing anything. When he could have been punching at least like a couple jabs to the body here and there, or just stick the jab out, like just to stay active, rather than doing nothing against a guy who wasn't really doing anything. Like he's tough, but that doesn't mean he was fighting back. You had anything to be worried about.
At all.
I mean, like it's very highly critical, but I mean, it's because he's supposed to be so good, and like he is so good skill wise that he can do more, and like we can't expect you to look great every time, but he has had quite a few not subpar performances, other than Cigar,
The
which
one
he
he
lost.
should have lost.
But like they don't like get you out your seat. Like, damn, this guy's crazy. Other than like he has had fights be like, oh damn, this guy's crazy. But then there's other fights, and it's just like, oh, like he's good, but I'm not wowed. Even though his skill level is wow, just doesn't always put it together. He's a bit inconsistent.
Very
It's a
inconsistent.
shame. Like maybe
And
I'll put that down. Maybe put it down if he probably drained as hell at 126, waiting for
he's,
an anyway fight for whatever reason. Not gonna get that.
he's not getting it. He wouldn't deserve it anyway. He does. I don't think he deserves the interim belt he's holding on to. So.
Well, yeah, he definitely doesn't. And like the problem is they can't even maneuver him the top rank way because that belt is occupied. and he might die against that guy.
Yeah,
He
Espinosa.
he better not fight him for his own life's sake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like
like based. Oh,
go
you
on.
go. Oh, you go.
You know what it reminded me of. You know, like you see it all the time when sort of a guy's a level above someone and they're in there, and it's like they maybe box like Carrington box for the first 2 or 3 rounds, and then just take him out in sort of the fifth or sixth, and really up the gears. But he and like watching it, I was like, when's he gonna up it? When's he gonna up it? When's it like? And he just didn't. And it was like he was happy to be like 2 or 3 steps ahead all fight and just coast. And it was like this guy is not really doing anything. Like what are you waiting for? Like he's not really throwing back that much. He's not really a power puncher. He's taken so many shots. Like start holding your feet a little bit more and start like trying to stop him. But he just didn't. And it was like can you do that? Like or are all these knockouts that we're seeing just timing shots, and they're not lucky shots, but they're like you can't build a knockout. It has to be sort of a shot that lands perfectly. Is that how you're stopping people, or like it's really frustrating seeing it, man. But yeah, he's really good, but it's just annoying to like he's missing something. He's missing maybe an extra gear. Maybe these are the only gears that he does have. Maybe that's it. Maybe this is just Bruce Carrington. This really,
I,
really good first or second gear fighter that just doesn't have anything more.
I mean,
Maybe
like
that's just him.
he's shown it, like I guess previously, but maybe he's missing a bit of a killer instinct. Like, I mean, I don't know if he was, but you could definitely accuse him of playing with his food, like at least in that fight. And I guess you could say in other fights as well. Like, he doesn't really know when to step on it to get a guy out that you could get out, or he's just happy. I guess he's like, oh yeah, I'm beating this guy up, landing so many punches, he's not doing much back. I'm just content to do what he was doing. And at the end of the day, I mean, it's a good way to do it. It's a smart way to do it. But it's the entertainment business, and people like to see knockouts, and people are crazy.
Which I don't see at all in anything he's ever done, to be honest, or think it will happen. I just don't. It's not going to be in my assessment of him as a fighter, like ever, probably. For him to be an exciting, like all around fighter.
I'm just waiting to see him at 130, to be honest. Although, I mean, the division isn't as good as 126, but he will definitely be less drained. And also, the problem with Carrington, he did like 30, so.
Yeah, I was like, he's also not young, so it's like his drain is different than like other people's, like younger people's drain, where it's like they can work, they can work with what they have and still look really good because they're like young and more athletic. He's just small and I don't even, I don't know. He's
And
not in a good spot. Really.
and the younger fighters, like a Zayas, who's 22, I mean, they have more time. Like, he can have, I guess he can't have, I guess he could because it's touring fire. Like, they have, like, improvement fights. I mean, this guy better get a move on. I mean, I guess he is getting a move on with the interim belt, but, like, better fighters. I mean, the best fighter he's fought is Cigar.
Didn't look how he looked then.
He didn't look good. I mean, it's a tough style to look good against, but, and then they, like, put their foot on the brakes a bit and was like, oh, let's drop this competition back down. I was like, you can't do that. Like, he's not at the age where you can do that.
And when you
Unless you
drop
want
it down, he still doesn't look anywhere near spectacular. Is a problem.
let's see what happens with him because he's good. Like he's really good, but we'll just see if he gets that little extra that we like to see in these so-called special next coming fighters.
Mhm.
Yep. Like, hopefully we get either the Vargas fight or the Fulton fight, and you know, mate, and then just see what he does then. Maybe he can fight both of them. Fight Vargas for the featherweight title, and if Fulton wins the title against Foster, if that fight happens, then maybe we can see that. I don't know, but hopefully he gets moving a little bit because yeah, he's got an awful lot of height for someone that's nearly 30.
Yeah. I have a feeling that they're gonna entice Espinoza to move up and put him in. I guess actually maybe not. He did just get the interim title, didn't he? Oh, yeah, ignore that. They're not going to entice Espinoza to move up and
No better
put
not.
him in for a WBO belt. But you never know.
I think who's at featherweight?
Lots of
See, the
people.
thing is with if Espinoza moves up, he's waiting for Suarez and Navarrete to rematch,
Yes.
and like, yeah, it's who's ranked at featherweight in the WBO. I don't think Nathaniel is. Luis Neri's 1, Shimamachi's 2, Brandon Figueroa 3, Kenji Fujita 4. Jesus Christ, that's weak. Ryoto Owan at 5, Elijah Pierce at 6. God, we'll get onto him. Um, we'll get onto it. But yeah, the WBO at featherweight's looking weak. Carrington versus Neri is a good fight though. I'd watch that. But yeah, maybe you can get a vacant WBO and an interim WBC for that fight. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. WBO can do it.
It's
Well, Top Rank can do
2025.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. We can mess about with any belt you want now. But anyway, also on that show, Ian Santana just totally outboxed Aaron Alameda. Nothing really to report there. Just was so much longer, kept it at long range, and just that boxed him really. 100 to 90 across the board, and yeah, easy fight to score. I never want to see Quentin Randall on my TV ever again. It's just
Look,
terrible.
you should have expected this. This is what he does in every fight. No one looks good against Quinton Randall.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one looks good against Quinton Randall.
Yeah.
It's just it. It's that type of style. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know. Look, I don't know why they matched him up with him, to be honest. Like, I guess a style that he's gonna come up against sometime, but probably not this early. I mean,
Listen, I need the time so I don't watch that type of shit again.
like just calm down. Like, I mean, not that he looked as good as anyone has done against Quinton Randall, people that beat him, but you know what I mean, like his jab was okay. It was good to see him at least think for a fight. I mean, he hasn't really had to do that yet.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, it was just a Quinton Randall fight.
Yep. Emiliano Vargas iced the random kid no one's ever heard of in a round. Vargas is going to get chins one day. I'm sorry. Like, you can just see already, like, his defense is so bad. And he squares up so much, and his chin's so high that he's just going to get iced.
That one, that's true. Two, that fight was just a waste of everyone's
Yeah.
time.
Like, yeah, he is young. He can fix it, but, like, he hasn't been fixing it, and, like, we've seen most of his career. And, like, maybe it's going to take him getting dropped by someone or hurt by someone for him to fix it, but, like, it's so obvious. Julius Ballo made his debut. 1 meter. Lopez de Jesus. Knocked out Sun Kid. He didn't get dropped this time. He's going to be like his dad, isn't he? He is going to be like his dad. He's already been dropped and went to war with someone. He's going to be like his dad. And
Yeah.
Steve Navarro had a really tough night with Christopher Rios. That was a really good fight.
True, he did. He needed that. I think
Yep.
he's going to learn a lot from that.
Good matchmaking. Very good matchmaking. And yeah, that's it for that show. Weird to end the ESPN era on that. Like,
It's like
it's a
they
very weird
ended
time.
the Showtime era on David Morrell.
Yeah, it's a really weird time for boxing. And it's just, yeah, very, very weird night. I had a weird feeling watching it. Like, is this really where it's heading? No. But anyway, we'll move on. The zone showing Bournemouth. Yeah, Ryan Garner was just too much for Reece Bellotti. Too young, too much, like, just too many punches for him, really. Just too high paced. And he just beat him up and stopped in the last round. And it was like, the stoppage was coming. And yeah, maybe Bellotti won 2 rounds. But yeah, not much more than that.
He's just too good for Belotti. I don't think a younger, fresher version of Belotti would beat Ryan Garner. To be honest, just too good, too skilled.
Yeah. One thing about Garner though, I made this comparison. He reminds me a little bit of Galaliafai. Not in the way that he fights, but in the sort of method that he fights. He'll sort of jump in to sort of mid to short range, fire off these combinations that don't really have much power in them because he's not really a puncher, and he slaps quite a bit. And he'll throw these combinations, and his chin is so high up in the air. And Bellotti caught him with like a few good shots and wobbled him a couple of times, I thought. And like, man, if that was I don't know, if that was an Anthony Kakachi, if that was a, dread to think what Eduardo Nunes would do. But like, you know, his chin is so high. Like, it's a theme with these Brits, man. These chins are so high. It's bad.
His chins are begging to get touched.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's become a problem. Well, I know you made that comparison because you made that comparison to me.
Yeah.
It's a big problem with these. I mean, I don't even think it's just Brits. I mean, I think it's just a thing with a lot of these new fighters. The chin is just, they look like they're looking up at the ceiling. It's just like, just bring the chin down, man. It's not hard. Well, it's hard for them, apparently. But like, it's really not hard to box with your chin tucked. I mean, loads of people do it.
Yeah, like, not in Britain though. Yeah. Talking about boxing. Ellis Oro boxed up. Like, what? This was such a low level fight, man.
Like
Like,
that was the co-main to like I don't even know how to explain. That shouldn't have gone that long. One, and then to wait however long after for Garner Bellotti to start was ridiculous. That shit was so horrible.
Alois Jr. is not very good. He thinks he's about 500 times better than he is. And he's just a plotter who just swings with massive punches. And, I mean, he got outboxed, really. Like, you could be like, oh, yeah, all Zoro threw his jabs didn't throw right hand, but I mean, if you're scoring with jabs and then there's one guy just swinging wildly with massive punches that aren't really landing, I mean, only one person's scoring. I mean, they don't like it, but jabs do score.
It doesn't matter if it's pretty. You just have to land the goddamn punches.
Yeah. It's like we're just criticizing Alois for the same shit that we criticize Chef Clark, but Chef Clark is so much better than Alois Jr. I mean, well, obviously Chef Clark stopped Telezora. Yeah, he's just not that guy. Pretty much.
I'm not gonna write him off completely.
I am
because
he's shit.
He's 22 in an old man's division, but he needs to stop even thinking about British level for now. He needs 5-10 fights at this level, and he needs to get some muscle off them because he's way too muscle bound, and he needs to learn to move his feet, and he needs to learn to cut off a ring.
What he needs to do is stop fighting, stop having fights, go back in the gym, and actually learn how to box. That would be good, and then come back and fight. Because he doesn't need to be that much. I mean, he can punch. Like, we know you can punch. You don't need to. This is not bodybuilding. This is boxing.
It's not in the muscle to punch.
And actually, it would probably make you punch less hard because you're slow. So get it off, get trimmer, and learn how to box.
It's a good idea. It's a good plan right there.
If anyone can do it, Ben Davison can do it.
Fox as high as Ben. Good old Ben. We love him. Not that Ben though.
Not that.
Not that Ben. I don't know what the hell they're seeing in Tony Curtis. Being honest, I don't want to watch him.
Speaking of chins in the air,
I just don't get it.
I know you love the shorts in the ring though.
I just hated everything. I mean, well, one, I don't even, what did they even see in him? I don't know. Is it the fact that he's trained by Roy Jones, but have they not seen every single Roy Jones trained fighter? They're all terrible. Just the worst knockoffs of Roy Jones you could ever see in your life, because
I can see what they see. I can see what they see in him.
Him getting bloody eyes. That's what I can see in him.
Yeah, I can see that, but just check where the vast majority of his professional career has taken place and connect the dots.
Yeah,
and connect the dots.
Turned pro in Mexico, didn't he? Then he was like, and he lost, and he was like, fuck this, let me go to Dubai.
Yeah, with certain people, maybe funding his career. I don't know. But we wish him well. Carl Fail won a Midlands area title, and I didn't watch that fight. But apparently it was okay.
I mean, he looked pretty good, to be honest. Yeah.
Good for the Brits.
Yeah, I mean, he looked good. Did his thing.
Just all right.
Taylor Bevan won. Mason Payne won. Hassan Ishak is apparently the next superstar, according to everyone who watched, but I didn't watch that fight because I'm done watching these journeyman fights, man.
Well, I watched it, and he's not the next superstar to me.
Just call me when he fights someone with a winning record, and then I'll watch. But yeah,
that's what we're calling you.
Yeah, call you in 10 fights.
Call in 10 years.
Yeah, I'm at that point now. Friday night. Where was that fight? It was in Atlanta. We're going to talk about this. Elijah Pierce against Michael Tasmarinas.
Retire.
Elijah Pierce gets dropped again and goes life and death. Possibly has to pull out a knockout. He has to pull out a knockout after possibly being down on the cards. What He's just. Oh
He's
my
disgusting.
god. He's so funny. He's
One
so
the fight
funny.
was one the fight was super late. It was like 10:30 at night for me. But also he I made a tweet. He needs to just stop. Most fighters just need to stop with the calling out of the champions that are obviously considerably better than they are, even if they do develop into being better than what they are at that point. You can tell Pierce is just a one-dimensional fighter who thinks he has like wilder power the way he fights, and he doesn't. Like he chinned Dazarinas like he did at the end, but that's after he got off the floor, lost like five, 6 rounds of the fight, and got her like 3, 4 times before he finally got to Michael Dasmariñas in Big 2025. By the way,
Yeah, you would have hoped that like Elijah Pierce hype train would just be gone and we wouldn't have to hear about him anymore. But unfortunately, we are. But
disgusting.
at least like
Look,
a
man.
lot, yeah, a lot of times when we hear about him, it's just him getting dropped. So that's funny.
Look, man. If he wants to fight on OTX cards on YouTube, fighting people like this and having these fights, and I'm very very happy to watch it because they're fun to watch. Like that was a fun fight to watch. Like, but he's not very good.
He's
There's
horrible.
like in a world level sense, he's not very good, and that's just the fact of it. Like, he ain't gonna get to world title level.
He should not be ranked, to be honest.
Yeah,
He's that.
but saying you want to get to world title level, he's probably gonna. He's the perfect opponent for Shushu, isn't he? That's definitely.
He'll somehow Trento will somehow look mid 12 rounds against that
Yeah, but
massive opponent.
yeah, that was a fun fight, and there was a few other fights on that card, just prospects really. Um, they put on good, decent enough shows. OCX, they're like relatively competitive. I enjoy watching them, but yeah, not much top level stuff really. Um, but yeah, um, oh yeah, one other thing about fights from this weekend. We didn't talk about it last week, but Tony Harrison came back. I don't even know if you know about this. Tony Harrison came back for the first time since the Tim Tszyu fight against Edward Ulloa Diaz in Detroit in a small hall show. And Harrison got dropped in the ninth round of that fight. He won a UD, but he got dropped in the ninth round. So yeah, ninth round, Tony Harrison strikes again.
Yeah,
Um,
he must he might as well just take a knee at the start of the night. It's gonna happen.
yeah, he's been stopped by Nelson Hurd and Zoo in the ninth round, and just got dropped by this random kid they brought in from I think it was Ecuador or somewhere. No, Dominica. He's the Dominican. He got dropped in the ninth round by him. But yeah, he's back in the mix, so to speak. Um, but yeah, I think that's about it from this week. I don't know if there's anything else. I don't think so. No. But anyway, we'll move on to the fights this week. There's fights on Wednesday. There's fights on Friday. I think there's a couple of fights on Saturday as well. But we'll start on Wednesday. It's the world title triple header. Um, in Yokohama. Um, really good card. Main event's Kenshiro Teraji against Ricardo Sandoval for the WBA and WBC flyweight titles. And we all know about what happened with Teraji in the Akili fight. Debatable stoppage, whatever, we've
I
been
don't
through that enough.
yeah, I don't think it was debatable. But more is that he it's one of the greatest flyweight title fights ever won. And because of that, he took a ridiculous amount of punishment. He probably took more than he did in the Canizales fight, even without getting dropped.
Yep.
And
He took an ungodly amount of punishment in that fight.
like the fact that he had enough to muster a stoppage was kind of like it's kind of crazy that like to look back on that he did that, which is
Yeah.
exactly the reason why this fight is a little scary because it's not like Sandoval's not like he's not great, but he's been good for like a good amount, like for like the last like 5 years, and he hasn't like gotten crazily better, but he's still good. So and Pinturo's, although he looks like a fetus. He's like 34 years old. So on top
Yeah.
of all the punches
And
he's taken in the last couple of fights.
Sandoval's strong and he can punch hard. And he's bigger than Kenshiro. And he's longer. I think he's longer. Yeah, he's got a longer reach. And like I don't know. It's a really risky fight for Kenshiro, I think. Especially this quickly, man. That fight was what? It's July now.
Yeah, you need to take like a year off after that.
Yeah, it's been 4.5 months. Like, that's insane. That's an insane turnaround. It's 4.5 months after, like, yeah. After the Canizales fight, he took 9 months off, and now he's back after 4.5. Like, all things being equal here, like, I think Kenshiro is quite a big favorite, but like, man, I said to you and a couple of other people after that Akui fight that I thought that was his last sort of big go at world level. And I don't think he can replicate it. But it's just, is Sandoval the one to, you know, like, beat him? I don't know.
I'm not sure he is, but
Well, the more I watched of Sandoval in the past few days, the less chance I gave him.
yeah, he's kind of like he hasn't gotten any better.
Because it's like, when this fight was made, I was like, oh yeah, it's basically like a 55-45 in Kenshiro's favor. But I was just watching it's just most recent fights. I mean, like he's very good at what he does, but outside of that, he's not. I mean, I don't think he jabs enough. Like his bread and butter is on the inside. Just his feet were slow. I mean, he can explode into punches really quickly, but when he's like following someone around, like he's just a massive plotter. And I don't know if he's going to be able to take this jab away. I mean, he does have a good right hand, but it's like a lead right. It's not like a counter like Akui was doing. And if you just let Kenshiro, I mean, box on the outside like a Rosales did, like, he's just going to have his way. I mean, the reason he started fighting on the inside against Akui is because it wasn't working on the outside. I mean, he had no choice. All right, there was a counter right coming every single time. I just can't see that coming from Sandoval. But like,
That is the shot.
if you fight his fight, then yeah, he's in for a very tough night. I mean, he's like relentless. He's big. He's strong, and he's a crazy body puncher.
I think Kenshiro is going to edge out a decision there, like 7-5, 8-4. But like it's weird because in my head I can see sort of, if this was a fit Kenshiro that wasn't going through those fights with Canizales and Akui, I'd be like, I could see a scenario where it's sort of like the Butler fight where like Sandoval can't get inside and he just gets eaten up at range and then just stop. Like I can see it. And if we come back here whenever day we're going to record it, like, and that's happened, it's
Yeah,
like, wouldn't be the biggest surprise.
not only can I see that, I kind of think that's what's going to happen, to be honest.
Like a entertaining one-sided stoppage.
Like, Sandoval's going to have his moments, but I just feel like he's just gonna have no answer for the range. Like his jab is good when he throws it, and it's like hard, but I mean, he just doesn't throw it enough. And what's he gonna do? Is get his head snapped back. I mean, Kenshiro throws so many jabs, and unless you have something to stop that with, like a counter or out jabbing him at range because he's longer, it's just jab. The jab is so good, it's so important, and it's so hard if you can't do anything against it.
Yeah, that's been the story of Kenshiro's career, though. Like, you take his jab away, suddenly the fight becomes so much easier for you. If you can't take it away, you're pretty much not. You don't have a chance, basically.
It's like a Kenshiro with a jab. It's like a crazy, not elite fighter, but just below the elite level. And then Kenshiro without a jab, I mean, he's still like world level, but he's nothing crazy. I mean, he's still good enough to beat these guys without a jab because, well, he's doing it in a lot of his tough fights. But he's just such a completely different fighter when that jab is going.
Yeah, I think he's not really a devastating puncher at 112. I think he's going to win the decision. But it wouldn't shock me if he loses this fight. It wouldn't shock me if he gets iced, to be honest. He's been stopped before, and he's taken so much punishment. It wouldn't shock me if he just gets stopped, to be honest with you. I think he'll win a close competitive decision that's ultimately quite clear. 8-4-ish, that type of thing.
Like with Sandoval, I can just see him just getting hit with a right hand that he doesn't see. Who was it that Butrago, he hurt him with a right hand, just caught him clean with a right hand, squared up coming in, and just stopped him right in his tracks, and he was hurt. I can just see Kenshiro doing that, and he's a much better finisher than Butrago. Like, late. If he does stop him, it's going to be late. I mean, he's not going to ice someone like Sandoval early. It's going to have to be a breakdown job. Like, because obviously, Sandoval's a great body puncher, but Kenshiro, I mean, he's one of the best body punchers in the sport. I mean, that's how he's like stopping these guys as well. I think. I mean, he's breaking them down with his right hands to the body, and then just catches them to the head, and then they're weak and they can't take it.
Which isn't really a common punch thrown by many of the elite.
Yeah,
it's kind of like an awkward punch to throw.
It's kind of like a Japanese thing. I mean, lots of Japanese guys do it. Like the rest of the guys, like Americans,
straight to like your hip.
Americans, they'll just throw a jab at the body. No, it's not. Right hand isn't something you see a lot of people throw to the body. But, it works. Not many people expect it.
Yes. I'm excited.
Yeah. It should be a really good fight. I'm really looking forward to it, though. He's class, Kenshiro. He's very, very fun to watch. Chief support on that show. Antonio Vargas against Daigo Higa. I've got a really strong opinion on this fight.
I think I know what you're going to say.
I'll let you two go first, but I've got a really strong opinion on this fight. I don't think it's remotely competitive, to be honest, but you two go.
You got it.
Well, it's not competitive. I mean, Antonio Vargas isn't good. He's just going to beat him up. He's going to beat him up and possibly stop him. I mean, he's been dropped in his last 2 fights. He was badly hurt again. Who was it against? When he got dropped in his last
Jonathan Gonzalez, the one that fought Tension, and got blasted out by Tension.
You got dropped after.
The other guy, was it Guerrero?
Winston Guerrero.
Yeah, he was badly hurt. He was badly hurt when he got dropped in that fight.
You know what annoyed me about that fight? Yeah? Just quickly. I tweeted before the fight, Winston Guerrero by KOs like 9-1. I think I'm going to have some on it. I had a bit of money on it. And then he goes and gets dropped. I'm like screaming in my bedroom at like 4 o'clock in the morning watching it live. Like, oh my god, this is gonna win. And then he comes back and stops it. I was devastated. Like, oh my god. But anyway, go on. Sorry, just a quick little anecdote.
Yeah,
He keeps
I
getting
don't.
dropped. He's not good.
I just. I don't really know what else to say. Really, I mean, he's not very good, and Higa should win. Like, I guess the only worrying thing is Higa talking about retirement, but not really worrying
That's
because
what I thought he was gonna.
that's that's normal for Higa these days. I mean, he's
He's
came
already
out of
done it.
retirement already. It's short retirement, but
And then he
like,
came back and probably should have won. He should probably be champion right now.
yeah, so, I mean, he came back and beat a better well, I guess. Well, I think we
Like,
drew, but arguably won.
Higa's hooks, like, he's such a bigger puncher than the other guys as well that Vargas has been hurt by. And he's so much more accurate, and he'll throw more than one. And Vargas's chin's just so high, and he drops his hands, and he switches off. He switches off so much, and like, yeah, like you can only sort of get through these fights and come through being hurt and dropped so many times. And I think Vargas is run out now. Like, I think Higa's gonna hurt him early and just run him over. To be honest, like 3 or 4 rounds, I can see that. Maybe 5 or 6, but like first half of the fight, Higa's gonna stop him. I think. I don't think it's remotely competitive. I don't think Vargas is very good. He's not a world level fighter. And
You
yeah,
won the title off your favorite method, the upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, unless Higa has like fallen off a cliff since his last fight, which I highly doubt. Yeah, I mean, he should win.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be disappointed if he didn't stop Vargas, but if he beat him up and won a decision, fair enough. All right, well, if you beat him up, he has to at least drop him, considering who Vargas has been dropped by.
It's gonna be nasty when we come back and Vargas has just won like an easy decision.
I mean, you never. It's boxing, you never know. Maybe he's gotten good overnight. Well, not overnight, since his last one.
And got himself a chin.
I mean, you don't need the chin if you don't get hit. It's fine.
Oh, okay. He's gonna be prime.
Yeah, I mean, if he outboxes him, just assuming that he
got
doesn't get hit that much. Keep him on the jab.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's not going to happen, but it could happen.
Yeah. Higa KO 4. And like a proper KO as well, not like a technical knockout, like a proper KO from a left hook, and he's just gonna drop. I think one of those sort of looping sort of left hooks that Higa throws, and just beautiful shot.
Yeah, a jab does need a knockout the contender to get back after Sasaki.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, the other fight on this show that we're going to talk about, because there's a couple of debutantes, is Eric Rosa against Kiyosuke Takami for the WBA light flyweight title. Similar story here. I don't think Rosa's a world level fighter at 108. Well, he probably is a world level fighter because the division's garbage, but like he hasn't beaten a world level fighter to win the belt. Like that Nader Valdez, he went and got stopped in 2 rounds by a journeyman a couple of months ago. I posted it if you want to have a look. But like it was on the Garcia against Bibiano on the card, the second fight. And he got battered and stopped by a journeyman in 2 rounds. And like Eric Rosa struggled with him. He won a 8-4 decision. I don't think Rosa's very good. I think he's tiny for the weight. And I think Takami's massive for the weight, and Takami's a puncher, and he's got these long shots, like these long straight shots, and Rosa's just going to be walking into him.
I think Rosa suffered in his false imprisonment from the knockout CP pressure. I think he got some brain damage in there.
I mean,
No, they really fuck with him on that because he could have probably been. No, but then maybe Koyaza wouldn't be talked about as great as he is. So it's a weird little effect, weird little minimum weight effect. But yeah, he's not good. Rosa, one of the worst champions in boxing.
yeah, and I think Takami is going to be quite good. I think Takami is like a guy that's potentially going to go through the weight classes. Like, I don't think he's as good as someone like an Inoue or a Nakatani, but I think he's with Tekken and like they're building him to be one of the Tekken gym stars, and like they'll maneuver him through. That's one thing Tekken are really good at, maneuvering guys through. And, like, you can see a win here, maybe a unification against someone. I don't know, like a Rene Alvarado maybe. He beats Alvarado. And then maybe a move up to flyweight when Kenshiro's gone. Or something like that. You know, it is what it is. But he's a good fighter, and I think he'll win pretty comfortably here. And I think he'll stop Rosa probably
Mid
last third of the fight, maybe. Depends how tough Rosa is. He's been dropped enough times, hasn't he? Like,
I think he's
it
been
was
like
Salazar.
5 times.
Yeah, Salazar dropped him. Did Reyes drop him as well? Or am I making
I
that
don't
up?
think so. I think he got hurt by him.
Yeah. Um,
Well,
but yeah, so
this one's a bit more interesting to me, mostly because, like, unlike Higa, like Higa's a proven fighter, whereas Takami is less of a proven fighter, I guess. It's the only reason it's more interesting to me. But like Rosa's just not that good, is he? Like the Saluda win was good if he actually won that fight.
Also, however many years ago now.
Also, not even at this weight.
So basically, non applicable at
It's
all.
like the Reyes win is not that bad, but like Reyes isn't anything special. And the fight was a lot closer than the judges had it as well. Yeah, it's just like Takami, it was his best win. I don't know.
Japanese title level type wins, isn't it? It's
Maybe
Kamiwatsu,
it probably his loss.
or
Yeah,
however you say it, the Japanese
Ka-
title.
yeah. Toshiki Kawamisi, he stopped him. Yeah, it's probably the best win. I mean, he's not that proven, but that doesn't mean he's not good. That's the only reason I guess this is a step up for him.
Yeah, it'd be a good fight. I think Takami wins it though. He's got every advantage. At home, you know, home show on there in Japan, like Royce has to travel.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't have the advantage of the judges. They just hate Japanese guys.
Yeah, but it won't go to the cards. I don't think. I think it's Royce is so small, man. He's so small.
Well, he's tiny for a minimum weight.
Yeah. Like, Takami's a big light flyer, and he's a small minimum weight. It's like the size difference is huge.
Yeah, probably like Zayas. I mean, the only reason he might still be a light flyweight is because he's getting a title shot.
Yeah,
because he's massive.
Probably. But yeah, good card. Likewise with second. We'll move on to Friday. Another light flyweight title fight in Caracas, Venezuela. You said Takami won't have the judges on his side. For one thing for certain, the judges won't be on Panya's side in Venezuela because Jesus
I will
Christ.
not give him a singular round.
Canizales
They'll give if he scores a knockdown, they'll score it 10-9 Canizales.
Yeah, like Canizales is just going to beat him up again, and this time he's going to get the decision he deserves because yeah, Panya didn't win the first fight. It won the robbery of the year that we did. It was one of the worst robberies. yeah, it's just a horrific robbery. absolutely no way Pena won that fight, and he's going to lose because it's outside of Thailand this time. Canizales is just going to beat him up again, and Canizales is going to get the world title shot he's deserved because he's had it tough, man. Like, he had the regular title and all that sort of nonsense, then loses to Bermudez out of nowhere. Comes back, beats Masion, gets the Kenshiro fight. That could have gone either way. That wasn't a robbery per se, but like you can score it to Canizales fairly.
I did score it to Canizales.
Yeah, it was a close fight. Like I'm not gonna say you're wrong for scoring it to Canizales, but it was it's just one of those, isn't it? Like coin flip type fight for who's gonna get the decision. Then the Pena fight, he was just like blatantly robbed. He didn't he won that fight, and he's gonna win that fight again.
It'd be hilarious if Canizales wins a robbery. That would be hilarious. Then we get trilogy fight. Trilogy fight in a neutral place.
Yeah, please don't put it anywhere.
Yeah, and then that's a draw.
Trilogy fight, have it on like in Japan or something, and then they're gonna headbutt each other in the first round. It's gonna be no contest.
Yeah.
Then we get a fourth fight in York Hall.
There's not Jalen no point.
In York Hall, and it's gonna be a classic, one of the best fights ever.
Yeah, hopefully. What else is there this week? Oh yeah, there's that card. Oscar Duarte. Oscar Duarte is back against Kenneth Sims in Chicago, is it? Yeah, it's in Chicago. Weird fight. It's one that's come out of nowhere. I don't really know who's gonna win it. I guess I favour Duarte, but I don't know. I think Duarte is a bigger puncher. I can see any outcome. It's a 50-50 fight. It's a good looking fight on paper.
Yeah, like style-wise, Sims can win because he could outbox him, but Sims likes to hold his feet and fight on the inside. Like, it's every single time. Like, if you just watch any of his fights, he'll just be boxing people, then he'll be like, oh, I'm bored, let me just sit on the inside and fight people on the inside. I mean, you're probably not going to beat Duarte on the inside. At the very least, you're probably not going to get a decision against Duarte fighting his fight, even if you should or compete with him, have it even on the inside. You know, like, if he's disciplined, sticks to a game plan, and actually boxes him, I think Sims would win. Well, I don't think they'd give him the decision, but I think he should win. Really, the case here, like, I just don't think. I think Duarte's going to throw enough punches to win the decision, even if he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, I'm definitely picking a Duarte decision, to be honest. I don't trust Sims post Akhmedov at all. In any department. He's inactive, he's complacent, and he's lazy he's lazy as fuck. He'll just sit there.
It's like what I said with Sandoval Martin against Poe. Like, I thought Sandoval Martin would win, but I think Poe would get the decision. And he did, because, close. And I think this fight's going to be close as well. If Sims is Sims, then it will probably be good, because he's going to fight Duarte on the inside.
We can finally get some list going. Jesus Christ.
Talking of Jesus Christ, he needs to save us because
Yeah,
Regis Prograis is fighting Jojo Diaz in 2025.
Sure. He might need to save.
Yeah.
He needs to save the children in the audience.
Yeah, he does need to save the children. We need a judge to come and sentence Jojo.
Just stop him mid-ring walk.
We don't want to see this fight.
Well, I hope Jodo doesn't win. I hope Ree just chins him. He's probably not. He's probably just going to win a decision.
Oh my god, send them to the retirement home already, man. Like, what's the point? Like, Jesus Christ.
What year are we in? Pro grade.
I mean, this might be like they might just throw 200 punches, and they land like 10 punches each. This might be one of those.
My favorite.
We never know. It's two old wash fighters. I mean, quite a few times they end up being good because they're both finished and should be retired.
Just, yeah. We ain't watching that shit.
Well,
One of us.
I'll watch
Well,
it the next day.
what I will watch it. I'm lying. I will watch it. But
You
Jesus
definitely will.
Christ.
You will both be there. I will not be. I'll be there the next day.
Oh God, why do I do that? Yeah, but anyway, there's a couple of other okay fights on that card. Joshua Edwards is back. Cal Cruz against Hackett's okay, I guess. Then it's just prospects. But yeah, Regis Prograde, Jojo Diaz. That's where we're at. And it doesn't get any better because we're getting into the news now. Oh God! Right, it's just depressing doing this every single week. Dennis McCann. Well, we'll start with Dennis McCann. So we can't really say much because not much has come out, and we probably shouldn't speculate on it. But it looks like his defense is going to be that whoever conducted the test mishandled it, and it looks like he's going to get away with it. So because some idiot, left a test jar open, he's allowed to take steroids. That's essentially what we're saying. The drug testing agencies in this sport are a joke. It's pointless because they're all idiots. We're talking about organizations that have banned dead people before. No, you think that's a joke? Look it up. UCAD banning a dead boxer. Look it up. Because it happened. This sport is a joke. And yeah, because these idiots can't process a test properly, Dennis McCann's going to get away with taking 3 steroids, and he's probably going to win some money off them because they mishandled his samples. That's what's probably going to happen. It's ridiculous. And then we get onto the Galaya 5 thing. So we all knew about the no contest for Rodriguez last year. Got changed in January. Turns out he was on PEDs in that fight, but nobody bothered to tell anyone. The Texas Commission didn't bother to tell anyone that he was on PEDs that fight. This story's developed today. It's still developing. There's stuff coming out more and more. What we know is that nobody bothered to check why that was a no contest. Texas Commission just made it a no contest, didn't give him a ban, it seems. If they did give him a ban, it was maybe a 6-month ban for PEDs. Yeah, so, you're just allowed to take PEDs in Texas, I guess. And then we move on to the WBC's decision. They decided that he did it by accident, so they're not going to ban him. They're going to put him on, quote, probation, make him do some extra drug tests. They've made the first fight a no contest and ordered a rematch. What? What? How? What? What's going on? What's happening?
I don't get what that does for anybody. Like, do you think Chihuahua cares about the win getting turned into nothing as if the fight didn't happen? It had definitely happened for your fight. His head was getting bounced all over the place. Chihuahua doesn't care. He barely got touched. Like,
yeah, and he's going to
well,
go
at
into
least
that fight
compared
again.
to UFI. And then you're telling me you're gonna make it happen again. It's probably gonna happen again. That's he might not be able to do it at the rate he did it before, but Yafai's definitely just taking all that damage. And Chihuahua fought like that anyway. He just, I guess, wouldn't do it for 12 straight rounds. He'll do it for like around half the amount. But he'll still take a beating. Like, it's just how he fights.
Yeah, he wouldn't do it for 12 straight rounds because he'd probably stop him this time because your fight is never going to be the same. Like, you can't have that fight and then expect him to do it again. Like, his next fight can't be that fight. It can't be that fight ever again. I mean, realistically, he maybe should never actually fight again.
Well, people could just think, oh man, he got upset by this former world champion. Oh, he gave it a go. No, he got his ass whooped. Life altering beating.
Like,
That probably
he gave
took
it a
years
go.
off his life.
Yeah, gave it a go and got bad. And
Yeah.
what punishment is Chihuahua getting? Oh, nothing. I mean, look,
He got a cut on his eye. Like, whoop de do.
he got a slap on the wrist because, Mexicans. Mauricio Suleiman not punishing another Mexican, barely. So who would have thought it? And, the British Boxing Board of Control, they'll ban him, but who gives a fuck? Every single other commission in the world can still sanction his fight, so it's pointless. I mean, why would he even fight in Britain
And
again, anyways?
the disgraceful thing about this is
Everything.
the disgraceful thing about this is his promoter is complicit in all of this because his promoter was using these rules to get around drug tests for Conor Ben.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the fact of it. And it was the Texas Commission, wasn't it? The Texas Commission. He got a dodgy license of the Texas Commission.
Yeah.
So did Dillian White. So let's. This is the ridiculous thing. Everyone's at it. So like, oh, but you did this, you did that. Oh my god, it's disgraceful. Everyone's at it. Like all these promoters are using workarounds. I just hope I hope Rodriguez doesn't. I just hope he doesn't fight. I hope he gets a ban, but he's not going to get a ban, and he's going to be cleared to fight. Because that was the narrative with Ben for years, wasn't it? Oh, he's cleared to fight. He's allowed to fight. He's been cleared. Well, has Rodriguez been cleared then?
He shouldn't.
Has Rodriguez been cleared? Because I'm not seeing the same energy. It's all bullshit, man. And you're putting people's health on the line for what? It's bullshit, bruv.
Yeah, this isn't like people taking PDs for baseball and figure skating. Like, no, these are people punching each other in the head. People have died, not even being able to leave the ring alive. And you're like, oh, just take his win away and give him some extra tests. He doesn't give a shit.
And
he couldn't. Chihuahua is celebrating right now. He couldn't care less.
Right, so as a no contest, he still keeps his money. He gets the exact same fight again, gets another payday, which he'll win, and then he'll get a world title shot or get upgraded to a world champion because it's for the interim title. And I swear to God, if Mauricio and them people, if they strip Galaya Fire for saying no to this rematch, I swear to God, man. Because I can see that coming a mile away. They're gonna strip Galaya Fire of his interim title. Whether you like the interim titles or you don't like the interim titles, the facts are he's got that's signifying that he's a mandatory challenger or whatever it is. Yeah, whatever significance that holds, it holds some level of significance. They will strip him because he doesn't want to go back in with a drug cheat. And it's just ridiculous.
They definitely will. I mean, they cleared him. Of course they're definitely gonna strip him when he says no, because he should say no.
He's cleared to fight. He's cleared to fight though.
Yeah, that's what Conor Ben did say.
That's what the media and the promoters and all these people are ramming down our throats for years. These people are clear to fight. It's bullshit, man. It's absolute bullshit. We all know it is. But no, now the shoe's on the other foot. Now everyone's meant to be outraged. Like, I hate the sport so much when it's like this, and it feels like every other day there's some sort of pet issue. I'm seeing online now, Boca Chica's failed a drugs test for his fight with Quinton Randall. Like, everyone's failing drugs tests. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, well, we could go on and on about this for ages, but it's just we all know it's bullshit, and yeah, it's just horrific. It's horrific. Yeah. Oh, God, the news keeps getting worse. Talking about horrific.
Yeah.
Dave Allen is fighting Arsenal back Makhmedov. What? What are we doing here? What is that fight?
What happened to the game?
What? Dave Allen, Arsenal back Makhmedov. What's that fight?
I don't know. Like, look, Dave Allen should be fighting for the British title, and Makhmedov should just be sitting somewhere on the undercard of either Tiger fights against some random guy that he's just gonna chin.
Makhmedov's going to chin Dave Allen, isn't he?
I don't know. Who the hell knows?
I think he will. I think he will. But anyway, we'll move on. Donovan Crocker 2 is official for the IBF title on September the 13th. Yeah, welterweight, great division, fantastic division. The Ali Act, they're stripping more rights away from boxers. It's brilliant, isn't it? But at least we're getting the fights that we're not actually getting most of the time. Because, it's brilliant, isn't it? We'll make UBOs and make every promoter have a title and put promoters in charge of their own drug testing. And, it's just all nonsense. And if you want the sport to go like MMA, sure, but you're going to destroy it along the way. And that's just the truth of it, really. And yeah, one last bit of news. Really sad news this week. Dwight Mohammed Karwi died. Yeah, really sad news. 2 division champion. Fights with Holyfield, Mohammed. Like, just a great fighter, man. Great, like, heavyweight. A unique fighter as well because of the height and the size. It was just, yeah, really sad news, man. Really good fighter. Like, if you haven't watched some of his fights, the Holyfield first fight in particular, the Mohammed fights, go and watch him, man, because Jesus Christ, he was a great fighter, man. He was a great fighter.
I don't think there's been any fighter who has had such a size disparity compared to the weights that they're fighting in that has achieved as much. I mean, like, he's maybe 5'8" at best. Like Boxer says he's 5'6.5". I think he's a bit taller than that. Like 5'8" at best. He's fighting light heavyweights and cruiserweights and heavyweights.
There's no reason there should be footage of Cowie and Foreman fighting each other.
Yeah. And like there's only one person that stops him as well. Like one of 2 people to ever stop him is George Foreman. And like it wasn't even like he stopped
the
him
other's
quick
Holyfield.
Oh
The other's Holyfield.
Yeah. And it's like he was part of like the 80s light heavyweight era, the best era in light heavyweight history. And it's probably the second best of it behind Spinks. And the cruiserweight era, probably the second best, maybe the third best behind Spinks and De Leon. I'm not Spinks, Holyfield and De Leon. And then, after that, I just went up to heavyweight and teered out a bit, but yeah. Great fighter. And if you notice that his style is very similar to Joe Frazier, because he was trained by him.
Yeah, what a fighter, man. It's sad when it's sad. That's all you can really say about it. Like, yeah, and there's some good sort of obituary articles out there, so go and read them. But yeah.
And I did actually have some more to say on the Ali Act, but it's been a while. This has been going on a while, so we'll get on to it on the next episode. Have a little bit on the end because I have some more to say.
Yeah, there's a bit of a dead week next week, so we'll probably get a lot done with that sort of thing, like PEDs, like RBX and stuff like that. We'll get a lot done next week because there's only really there's the couple of fights to review, and then there's hardly anything the week after. So we'll have a long time to talk over stuff. But yeah, it's been an interesting few weeks outside of boxing. An interesting few weeks in boxing, and yeah, it's we say this every week, but the sport's in a really weird place, and yeah, it could go quite badly, it could go quite well, but we don't know. So yeah, that'll be it for this episode. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, thanks for listening.
See you in episode 71.